Hi, Dr. Cross here from Tucson Chiropractic Spine and Injury Center with the second biggest mistake people make after they've been involved in an auto collision. If you'll remember from our first video, mistake number one was they either don't seek treatment or they delay in seeking treatment and they wind up with chronic problems. Mistake number two is they rush right out and hire an attorney. Maybe one of the attorneys that you see doing advertisements all the time. Well, what could possibly be bad about hiring an attorney right off the bat, right? Let me give you a couple examples. Years ago, I was working in an office covering for a doctor who'd lost his license. And one day the office manager told me that an attorney who regularly sent us patients had called and said it was time to release a certain patient. I said, that's not the way things work. We see the patient until they're back to where they were before the collision, or they're as good as they're going to be. We document whatever problems the patient's still having, and it's the attorney's job to get them compensated for that. Well, apparently that attorney had figured out they could run the bill up to a certain amount, turn the cases over quickly, and not have to do a whole lot of work. They didn't really care if the patient was well or not. Needless to say, they never sent us another patient. Another case, I have a patient who was involved in a collision, saw another doctor on the east side of Tucson for about 4 or 5 months. He released her, saying she was fine. Within 2 months, she's having numbness in her arms. And she came to see me, sent her for an MRI. She's got 2 herniated discs pushing on her spinal cord. Now we have to try to convince the insurance company that that was done in the collision, because this other doctor who's not trained well enough told the insurance company she was fine. So if you do rush right out and hire an attorney and they refer you to a doctor, ask your attorney, is this doctor certified in personal injury? Because if they're not, they may be doing a shoddy job for you. And it wouldn't hurt if you do go to that doctor after the attorney tells you they are certified in personal injury. Ask the doctor, can I see your credentials for personal injury? Because as I stated in the first video, over half the people injured in a collision are still in pain 2 years later, even with treatment. So it's really, really crucial that you get the proper treatment. And you are not going to get that if you are just following your attorney's advice and going to a doctor who's willing to cut the bill for him at the end of the case to help him settle up the case. So if you have any questions, you can give us a call, 520-797-4177. Be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thanks a lot for listening to this video, and watch for a video with the third biggest mistake people make after being injured in a collision. Dr. Cross here. Have a great day.